Hello, welcome back to a chapter a day. It is Sunday, April the 7th, and I know I have been saying March. At least for two of my recordings, I stated the date, and I went back in yesterday and I made some corrections on the captions. So I'm sorry about that, but I think I'm gonna have to take a more put some more concentrated effort into remembering. We are in April, not March anymore. So today's April 7th, and we will be reading Leviticus chapter 6. We are still reading about God's instructions to Moses, to the children of Israel, concerning the offerings they should bring whenever it is they sin, knowingly or unknowingly, be it priest or just regular person or leader. They all were given specific instructions as to how they should amend for their trespass by bringing an offering. So now we go into Leviticus chapter 6. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, If a soul sin and commit a trespass against the Lord, and lie unto his neighbor in that which was delivered him to keep, or in fellowship, or in a thing taken away by violence, or hath deceived his neighbor, or have found that which was lost, and lieth concerning it, and sweareth falsely in any of all these that a man doeth, sinning therein, then it shall be, because he hath sinned and is guilty, that he shall restore that which he took violently away, or the thing which he hath deceitfully gotten, or that which was delivered him to keep, or the last thing which he found, or all that about which he hath sworn falsely. He shall even restore it in the principal, and shall add the fifth part more thereto, and give it unto him to whom it appertaineth in the day of his trespass offering. Wow. So in other words, what it's saying here is, if someone stole from their neighbor, or if they lied to their neighbor concerning something that was found, like saying, I didn't find that, and the neighbor said, did you see this? Or no, I didn't find that, I didn't see it anywhere. And or if he went in and took it violently from the neighbor, however he got it, if he know that it was wrong and he lied to the neighbor, whether the neighbor lost it and he found it, you know, we like to say, finders keepers, losers reapers. Well, God doesn't look at it that way. If you know it belonged to somebody, then you have a right to restore it to that person. And this is what it was saying. So if he or whoever it may be has done that and deceitfully tell the neighbor that, hey, I didn't know it, I didn't find it, I don't know where it is, I didn't see it, whatever it is, he's going to have to restore that principal thing to the neighbor, and a fifth of whatever it was worth, or whatever, if maybe it was something that he could tangibly, you know, numerically give a fifth of, whether it may have been money or so, then he'll have to give the principal amount and a fifth. If maybe it was an animal, or if whatever, they may have to redeem the price of it, and then he give his neighbor the 100% of the original thing that was found, and a 1/5 of the worth of the thing as well. Verse 6, and he shall bring his trespass offering unto the Lord, a ram without blemish out of the flock, with thy estimation for trespass offering unto the priest. And the priest shall make an atonement for him before the Lord, and it shall be forgiven him for anything of all that he has done in trespassing therein. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the law of the burnt offering. It is the burnt offering because of the burning upon the altar all night unto the morning, and the fire of the altar shall be burning in it. And the priest shall put on his linen garment, and his linen breeches shall he put upon his flesh, and take up the ashes which the fire hath consumed with the burnt offering on the altar, and he shall put them beside the altar. So the person who has done this offense, after he has restored the thing 100.5% to the whoever it was, 1.2%, because I'll make it 1/5, 1.2% to the person from whom the thing was stolen and told deceitfully that it was not found, that day that he's restoring or he's bringing his trespass offering, he also has to give the person back that amount on that day as well. So again, he's is being instructed that that person will bring a ram without blemish, and I believe it has to be a male also. Well, it doesn't say a male, but it says ram without blemish, and the priest will do the usual, take the offering and do what needs to be done with it. The priest also shall be putting on a linen garment, and this is going to be for a burnt offering, and that is what the atonement will have to be for that behavior. Verse 11, and he shall put off his garments and put on other garments, and carry forth the ashes without the camp unto a clean place. And the fire upon the altar shall be burning in it, it shall not be put out. And the priest shall burn wood on it every morning, and lay the burnt offering in order upon it. And he shall burn thereon the fat of the peace offerings. And the fire shall ever be burning upon the altar, it shall never go out. And this is the law of the meat offering. The sons of Aaron shall offer it before the Lord, before the altar. And he shall take of it his handful of the flour of the meat offering, and of the oil thereof, and all the frankincense which is upon the meat offering, and shall burn it upon the altar for a sweet savor, even the memorial of it unto the Lord. So the first offering with the person who deceives his neighbor by finding something and saying he didn't find it, or claiming his neighbor's goods, or stealing from his neighbor outrightly and then not confessing, and then later it was found out. That's going to be a trespass offering he has to offer. For a burnt offering, the priest makes atonement for him, and then Aaron and his sons were supposed to offer a burnt offering that was supposed to be burning all night. And then for a meat offering, then this is where God said, you know, you bring flour. You can bring flour for the meat offering, but you can also bring an animal, and that would also be offered up for the meat offering. And verse 16, and the remainder thereof shall Aaron and his sons eat. With unleavened bread shall it be eaten in the holy place. In the court of the tabernacle of the congregation they shall eat it. It shall not be baken with leaven. I have given it unto them for their portion of my offerings made by fire. It is most holy, as is the sin offering, and as the trespass offering. All the males among the children of Aaron shall eat of it. It shall be a statute forever in your generations concerning the offerings of the Lord made by fire. Every one that toucheth them shall be holy. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, This is the offering of Aaron and of his sons, which they shall offer unto the Lord in the day when he is anointed, the 10th part of an ephah of fine flour for a meat offering perpetual, half of it in the morning, and half thereof at night. So again, Aaron and his sons were supposed to partake of each of these offerings. There were special parts that they were supposed to have. The unleavened bread that was baked, they were supposed to eat of it, because that is what God commanded. All the male children of Aaron should eat of it. And these offerings, everyone that touches them, it was a holy thing. So Aaron and his sons were the ones who were set aside to do all of these offerings and sacrifices. Verse 21, in a pan it shall be made with oil, and when it is baken, thou shalt bring it in, and the baken pieces of the meat offering shalt thou offer for a sweet savor unto the Lord. And the priest of his sons that is anointed in his stead shall offer it. It is a statute forever unto the Lord. It shall be wholly burnt. For every meat offering for the priest shall be wholly burnt, it shall not be eaten. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, saying, This is the law of the sin offering. In the place where the burnt offering is killed, shall the sin offering be killed before the Lord. It is most holy. So again, there are different types of offerings that were supposed to be offered to the Lord. Trespass offering, sin offering, burnt offering, and meat offerings, and each one had specific instructions with it, which ones were supposed to be burnt within on the altar, which ones were supposed to be taken outside of the camp, what you were supposed to mix with the flour for certain offerings, like oil, no frankincense, depending on the different type of sin that you were, or this different type of reason or offering that you were offering. Every single offering had a specific routine to it, attached to it, or ceremony attached to it. Verse 26, the priest that offereth it for sin shall eat it. In the holy place shall it be eaten, in the court of the tabernacle of the congregation. Whatsoever shall touch the flesh thereof shall be holy, and when there is sprinkled of the blood thereof upon any garment, thou shalt wash that wherein it was sprinkled in the holy place. But the earthen vessel wherein it is sodden shall be broken. And if it be sodden in a brazen pot, it shall be both scoured and rinsed in water. All the males among the priests shall eat thereof, it is most holy. And no sin offering, whereof any of the blood is brought into the tabernacle of the congregation, to reconcile withal in the holy place, shall be eaten. It shall be burned in the fire. So again, whatever toucheth the flesh of the offering is holy. So the priests conducting the services had to be just the specific priests that were supposed to do so, which were Aaron and his sons. The garments, if it touched any of the blood that was sprinkled on, it had to be washed in the holy place. The vessels wherein things were used had to be rinsed right in the holy place. All the males among the priests, they were supposed to eat of their offerings because it was holy, and they were the ones consecrated to do so. And no sin offering at all was to be eaten. It was to be burnt with fire. So that's why they had to know the different ceremonies for the different types of offerings that were being offered, and which ones they were supposed to eat, which ones they were not supposed to. They were supposed to burn completely. That was quite a role for the priests, I must say. That's why God specifically chose people that he wanted to take part in the priesthood. So this is the end of chapter 6 of Leviticus. And I hope you all have a great week ahead. This is Sunday. Thank you all again for viewing, for listening. Hope you are having some thoughts about what you're hearing. And again, have a great week ahead. Faith comes by hearing God's word. Until our next reading. Take care. Bye.